We now get the insights of Human Rights Watch senior researcher Carlos Conde, joining us now via Zoom. Thank you so much for joining us, Carlos. De Lima has been now acquitted on 2 of her drug charges, while she still has 1 more drug case. Do you think, Carlos, she will have the same fate for her remaining drug case?
I mean, if you base it on the merit of the case and just the evidence that's presented in the court, we are very, very confident that the third and last drug case will be in her favor. Really, the court now should free her on bail. Should decide on the bail petition so that she should be free after 6 years in detention.
With the courts now finding her innocent, Carlos, on 2 of her cases, does this prove then that the allegations are politically motivated during the Duterte administration?
Oh, definitely. I think the testimony or the recantation of Ragos and all the other witnesses that have recanted their testimony clearly shows just how manipulated and railroaded this process has been against De Lima. And this is, more than this being a showcase of the justice system in the Philippines working, this is a showcase of just how broken it is, how vulnerable it is to manipulations and whims of people in power.
And many people have reacted, we just mentioned, regarding today's acquittal. And even Secretary Boying Remulla is saying that this is proof that the justice system is working. But the process, Carlos, has taken so long, 6 years in detention. Has the judicial system really worked here, in your view?
Well, not quite. I mean, look, she shouldn't have been in jail to begin with. I mean, 6 years is a long time to be taken in pretrial detention for a case that clearly has problems. Now, this is in many ways this is an outlier. This is a different case. I mean, an overwhelming majority of those who are facing cases in the Philippine judicial system are not so lucky. Even the thousands of victims of the drug war, they're still crying out for justice because their cases have not been investigated. Now, we're not saying that Ms. De Lima should not have been afforded this acquittal, but to say that this is a hallmark of a working Philippine justice system is not even half the story. It's just, we're happy that she's acquitted, but really the problem of the criminal justice system in this country is much, much worse.
All right, much, much worse. So how do you think would this development affect the country's image with the international community as far as the rule of law and justice is concerned?
Well, certainly the international community will welcome this, will applaud this, and they already have. You quoted some of them in your report. And we can't, and that's good because this is something that the international community has been demanding from day one. That Ms. De Lima be treated fairly and that she should be released and or the cases against her dismissed. But, this raises a lot of questions as well. This raises the profile of the justice system in the Philippines and how badly it has been manipulated to railroad the cases against her, to persecute her. So this is something that needs to be looked into as well.
Yes, indeed. We have seen reactions about the acquittal from some members of the international community. But would this affect how the ICC sees the enforcement of law and justice in the Philippines, and in turn affect its decision on the drug war investigation against the former President Duterte?
Not at all. This doesn't affect the ICC case at all because this is first and foremost the De Lima case is something that the ICC is not looking into. The cases the ICC is investigating are specific cases of killings that happened when we were a member of the Rome Statute, right? And this is something that the government cannot make this an argument that, look, ICC, the justice system is working, so look away. No, it doesn't work that way. The ICC is a very, established, rigid, proven structure and processes to determine, allegations of crimes against humanity, as in the case of the Philippines. So this will not in any way affect how the ICC will proceed in the Philippines.
Carlos Conde, thank you so much for your insights on the acquittal of former Senator Leila de Lima. Human Rights Watch senior researcher Carlos Conde.